Hey everyone, I'm Shaky, and today we're going to be playing the Espionage Reworked mod. This mod, as the name suggests, reworks espionage, or the spy mechanics within the game, and it does not require that you have La Resistance. So if you're new to Hoi4 and don't yet have all the DLCs, this might be a fun alternative to get to play with some intelligence mechanics. It seems to be pretty fun, and today we'll be playing as Germany to test it out. Also, to some people who have played Hoi4 for a long time, this might be familiar because it's called Espionage Reworked, but that's not because it's a rework of the espionage mechanics, as I may have implied. It's because it's a rework of an old mod that was just called Espionage. A lot of the stuff might be familiar, but I don't know how popular that old mod was, so who knows. Anyways, I'll go through some of the basics of how this mod works. First, it introduces a new building. You can't build it through the buildings menu. You have to click on this building in a state to build it. So we'll go to Brandenburg, our capital state. We'll click this button, and now we're building one recruitment office. And then, as the tooltip says, your spy recruitment will be capped at 5 spies per day. Any recruitment office built beyond this limit will not recruit any spies unless other recruitment offices are damaged. So I think that means we only build 5 recruitment offices, though it doesn't really specify how many spies we recruit per day. I'm guessing it's 1 per office. And then the second part of this mod is this screen here. You just click on this button right here, it brings you to this screen, and then we have all of these operations to do. Also, this mod doesn't take away the La Resistance spy thing, so I think we can also just make a normal intelligence agency and then have both types of the mechanics, which is kind of redundant, but I don't think the reworked version intends for you to be playing with La Resistance, so it probably doesn't hurt either way, and we're just showing it off. I'm not too worried about it messing things up, though if you want to make things a little less confusing, it might be best to play without La Resistance enabled. And to have a huge boost to our spying efforts, we're just going to build the, I assume, maximum 5 recruitment centers as soon as possible, and then get to doing our spying things. We also have this fun graphic to rescue our spies, like it looks like an island prison or something. We decide how many Marines and paratroopers and transport planes and convoys we're going to send to the extraction operation to free them. Yeah, we don't have any captured or any at all right now though, so that's unnecessary, but that's a kind of fun way to do it. I think that's a lot more engaging than the vanilla way. Though in Hearts of Iron 4, I do think that mechanics like that need to strike a balance between stuff that actually improves the base game and just other busy work that gets in the way of playing the base game, if that makes sense. Some mods like TNO are focused on no base game elements really, and the special mechanics take over, but then some mods still have enjoyable wars, but then they add on annoying other mechanics that just get in the way. To clarify though, I think this is fine. This isn't like too overbearing. Also, we can just ask the spies to be released. Dear Pierre Laval, we hope to put this dire chapter of history behind us and begin a new era of cooperation and mutual respect between France and the German Reich. This is stupid. I mean, it's a great mechanic, it's just silly. We also have an interface here for our spy agency headquarters. Like, we're currently infiltrating ourselves. I don't know why, but I guess so. Our leader is the old leader portrait guy for Romania. That's great. At least he's doing something. And I guess this purple experience is our spy experience, which goes nicely with army experience, navy experience, and air experience. I don't know how we select a country to infiltrate though. I assume there's a button maybe on this thing, or it has to be somewhere. Or yeah, right here. You need 50 spies to do this. Okay. So yeah, we'll go ahead and infiltrate France once we build these recruitment agencies and start recruiting spies and see how easy or difficult it is to infiltrate them, and if it's even worth it to infiltrate them. I don't know if it's possible to start coups with this mechanic, because this mod was originally made in an old version of Hoi4 where coups were very easy to do. You can still do coups with La Resistance mechanics, but it's much more difficult. That's why I say though, I don't expect this mod to allow you to do coups, just because when it was made, they already were so easy to do. We'll see what this does though. These recruitment centers are pretty inexpensive too. They cost the same amount as infrastructure costs. 6,000 arbitrary construction points, so about half as much as a civilian factory. Okay, and it appears that you don't get one operative per day per recruitment center. You get half an operative per day per recruitment center. So we'll be able to build 10 recruitment centers total, I believe. And we'll just go ahead and build the maximum. Well, we can build as many as we want. We can just build 10 before the extra centers do nothing. And so the operative economy here is scaled quite a bit up, almost to the point where it's more realistic. In La Resistance, you get 1 to 3 operatives for a normal country, maybe like 4 to 9 on a crazy country like the UK and a giant allies. Like 1 operative in that represents probably 20 real life operatives. Here though we have a lot, and we'll be getting a ton. And we now have 100 or over 100 spies. So with that, we can begin to increase our network within France. So we'll click this button. Now we have 100 spies, and it looks like too, we're limited to only 5 networks built in foreign countries. That's fine though. We're only really going to be looking at France today. We'll probably just try to do this infiltration one so we can use our cool screen here. Okay, and with 300 spies in France, we were able to grow our network strength rather fast, and now that it's reached 100%, we've unlocked the ability to do all of these things except the one I wanted to do. I guess our leader guy from Romania has to be level 3 in order to do the infiltration stuff, so we'll have to do these other missions for practice. I guess we'll do this. And then I guess the network strength has to build up from scratch again. Enemy reinforcements in France. It appears that French secret services have sent reinforcements to the target of our operation. Proceed with the original plan. Open fire on the guards. We'll just delay it, I guess. I don't think there's a problem with that. And the operation was successful, so I guess delaying it was the right idea. And now we have 35 experience, so it won't be too long until we're able to get to a level 3 agency director. Well, will be a little bit of time because we'll just have to get this intelligence network to build all the way up again. And see here, we now have 100 spies captured in France. Our last mission was successful, but some people got captured in the process. So I'm not going to write the corny letter, but I am going to try to do one of these. Or I guess we need Marines and paratroopers to do it. I guess I'll go ahead and research them so that we can do the operation. And here we have enough experience to level him up to level 3, which is max level, and I think we will choose decryption focus. I'm not too worried about protecting ourselves. I'm more worried about our offensive capabilities. And don't worry too, this isn't the end of using this experience. We can still use it to level up this stuff. Training programs to increase efficiency, war propaganda to increase our war propaganda. Lots of good stuff these guys can be used for. And also studying enemy unit technology so we can steal their tanks and whatever. And then in 100 more days we'll have Marines researched so we can send some Marines to save our spies that were captured in France. And here we go, we're infiltrating France now. 36 civilian factories, 17 military factories, 11 dockyards. You can see everything here. Number of nuclear warheads. Yeah, that's useful information. 7 light armor divisions. We can also get this information, of course, with this screen too, but we're using the special intelligence, not the La Resistance intelligence. It's also more fun looking at it like this, maybe. And here we go. We have Marines, so we can try to save the now 200 operatives in France. I guess we can only send 3 max. 3% base success chance? I feel like that's pretty bad. I guess that's because we need transport planes. We don't have any paratroopers. I don't know. I still think it's mad at us because we need transport planes. I believe everybody starts out with transport planes research. They're just really expensive, but we'll put all of our production on them. It's very important that we get these guys saved. Okay, and with 10 transport planes added, we can now do the mission with a 43% chance of success. Hopefully it succeeds. Each one of those Marines takes 1,000 support equipment. Okay, that's good. It was successful. We now have 0 operatives captured in France, and we can continue doing all these operations. Anyways, that's an overview of basically all the mechanics. Of course, there are a ton of operations, and I am not going to go in depth about what each one does. They're all pretty simple. I hope you all enjoyed this short video. I know a lot of people want me to make more videos like this covering nice, easy to add to your game mods. Let me know if you want to see more, and I'll see you all next time.